It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a crow. It's a bat. It's a Superman symbol. I'm a black man, a Superman. I'm sick of brothers who haven't realized that they are too. I'm sick of brothers not understanding the impact they have. I'm sick of brothers with no guts. I'm sick of brothers who refuse to stand for what's right, who don't know their history, who call themselves niggas, who won't defend their women, won't raise their kids, won't get an education, who fall for the lies white people tell in this country. I'm sick of brothers complaining and not taking action, buying worthless shit, allowing women to leave households, making the prison industrial complex super rich. I'm sick of brothers getting high, getting drunk, making excuses, making other communities wealthy, brothers killing brothers, brothers on the down low, brothers standing on the corner, brothers hinging everything on sports, brothers talking stupid. I'm sick of brothers walking around with their pants hanging off their asses, buying worthless shit, wearing dresses in movies, rapping about nonsense, cheating parishioners out of money in the name of religion, being irresponsible, walking billboards and advertising shit for free. I'm sick of brothers living out stereotypes, disrespecting women, wearing guarded jewelry, not having faith, not having pride in their community, not being leaders, living off women, loving others before their own, putting rims on worthless cars. I'm sick of brothers being slaves and not understanding freedom and the responsibility that comes with it. I'm sick of brothers. Because I love brothers. And I know that you represent me. And I represent you. So let's stand up, rise up, and fly. And fight for truth, justice, in the American way. Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a bat. Some people will call those brothers I just mentioned the N-word. Now, remember a few years back, the NAACP buried the N-word? Well, it must be a vampire or a zombie, because it's alive and stronger than ever. I mean, more are being created as we speak in inner cities and rural hamlets across America. It's very depressing. Some years ago, I went on a nigga hiatus. It's not like I wasn't around them or I didn't come in contact with any of them. It's not like I had moved to a non-nigga neighborhood. I decided not to use that word ever again. And I called my friends. I told them not to use it either. I said, there's no such thing as that word. It was made up by white people to keep us in perpetual servitude simply for power, to make us feel inferior to them. I'm not giving them that power anymore. As educated black men, it's up to us to lead our people by example, just like W.E.B. Du Bois' talented. Let me know how that works for you. I didn't use that word for 9 years. 9 years. By year 10, niggas had pulled me back in. Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. Niggas. The ignorant things the people that look like me do and say to one another on a daily basis makes me want to stand on the top of Mount Everest and scream, nigga! One time I was so frustrated with this job I was working. Nigga owned and operated. It was a nightmare. Completely unprofessional, unorganized. I mean, there was always something wrong with the checks. I was just done. And I wanted to use the word so bad. And I said it. Niggas. Then I was upset at myself. Why did I go there? I know better. They are not that. We are not that. Now my wife, she has a different perspective on the subject. She's more pragmatic. Michelle looked at me calmly and said, niggas are necessary. Niggas are necessary, so don't be mad at yourself. Let me break it down to you. There's 3 kinds of people in our culture. There's African Americans, black folks, and then there's niggas. Now, African Americans will go out of their way to make white folks comfortable. They more times than not do well financially, they want to continue to do well. Sometimes they even adopt a white perspective of the world. Now, black folks, we have black perspective. We always see, acknowledge, and think black first. We let the chips fall where they may. And then there's niggas. They help you get the hook up, fix a car, cheat, teach you how to get over. Hell, they got you back if you're somewhere you don't need to be. They are necessary. Look, you ain't gonna change niggas. You're not gonna hold an intellectual conversation with them. You can't handle business with them. You don't want your kids around them, but they are necessary. It's hard to change niggas. They have too much fun. They're in bliss. They like it. Black folks and African Americans can't help. Hell, we can barely just tolerate each other. We barely get along. The only time you see black folks, niggas, and African Americans all in the same place is for some charitable event or some silly award show. Now, black folks, we may dislike niggas, but we understand we have some nigga family members. So we handle them a little bit better. Yeah, I know, it hurts. It hurts the other niggas. But they are necessary. I had to agree with it. It did hurt. I mean, I could see the gold underneath the dross that covered some of my people. I could feel their pain because I too shared that same pain. I mean, fortunately, I was raised by strong, loving women. My grandmother, mother, and aunt taught me self-love and respect, and that carries over to others. I still try not to use that hateful and horrible word. To me, it destroys our unity more and more every time we use it. I try to love my people more than some of them hate themselves. So nigga, the N-word. I'm gonna stop using it again. Maybe for another 9 years. Maybe this time, I can make it to 10. Maybe even forever. Saying N-word just like smoking cigarettes, you may quit, but it stays with you. Look up at the sky. It's birds, it's a plane. No, it's a crow, it's a bat, black kind of spook. Charcoal, nigga Charlie, Hershey, Dark Man, Tar Baby, Black Boy, Black. Those were some of my nicknames growing up down south in Winter Park, Florida. The sad part about it was, other black kids called those names, not white. I remember one time being called some derogatory black sterilized white kid. We were in 6th grade. We fought. Went to the principal's office, accepted our punishment, and it was over. After that, we were friends again. Never to say anything other than one another again. However, in my own neighborhood, with black children, kids who look just like me, we called each other every degrading slur we can think of. The early stages of self-hatred. At first, I couldn't understand it. I mean, I was born in Harlem and had moved from New York City, and I was taught black was beautiful. We didn't down each other, but in the South, black was definitely ugly. And I got used to it. We all had nasty nicknames. Daffy Duck or Quack if your lips was thick, Clown if your nose was wide, nappy-headed or Peasy if you didn't have that good, straight hair. I mean, the lighter the person was, the cuter, the finer, the more attractive, the closer to white, the better. But no one would ever admit to that. The early stages of self-hatred. Thank God for Wesley Snipes. Black became beautiful again. Then I was the N1. I mean, black was strong, sexy, handsome, confident, for men that is. It was in vogue. Dark-skinned sisters still can't get a break. Not in our communities or even in Hollywood. They're still seen as unattractive, asexual, sassy friends. Someone to go to for strength, a good ass whipping, or words of wisdom. Caretakers to people with light complexions. If a sister doesn't resemble Halle Berry, Rihanna, Paula Patton, Alicia Keys, or the oversaturated Beyonce, she's completely ignored, non-existent. I tell my daughter on a weekly basis, black is black is black is black. Whether someone has a light complexion like yours or a dark one like mine, we're all beautiful. We're all important. We should be recognized for the totality of our beauty and not only our complexions. My nephew in Atlanta, Georgia, the U.S. black Mecca, was recently using lemon juice to wash with. His classmates in his all-black school was teasing about being black. This was 2011. The early stages of self-hatred